Hey there, guys. We're going to be going back to the final boss of Vision World with a fire element clear. Now, this might potentially be the last of the alternate element clears that I'm able to do. Turns out that once you get away from the meta teams with like 1,000 leader skills and 70 fields, it gets a little bit harder to cap this, not to mention most of the other elements don't have Neo plus DPS. But this clear can cap, and we're going to. So we're going to be using Vern, Hyo, Locke, and Genesis to deal the damage, and we're taking Zahn to give a 250 machine killer, as well as a 50% dagger in peril. And that's what I needed to push this clear over the edge to get a win. And then Deuce is going to be our Amplify field and our mitigation buffer, stat buffer, and LB buffer. So let's get in here and give it a go. Now my Zahn is only EX0, but that's good enough for what we need from him. So on turn 1, Genesis will just guard. We're going to use Locke to do Steal Energy to unlock his double Mirage. Now my Zahn is EX0, so we're going to just do Absolute and Bolting to fill the LB gauge and break the boss. Hyo on this turn will just do I will master the sword for the mitigation. Vern will use Alexander's light resist buff, Divine Castle Protection. And then Deuce will do mitigation with Dissonant Sonata for the general mitigation, Symphony for the typed mitigation, Warrior's Rhapsody for the stat buff field, and Deuce is also using Ellis Spears' vision card for the machine mitigation autocast on the party. So with all of that, we take very low damage right here. There we go. Now we got Dispelled. So we're going to have just Genesis guard again. We're going to just reload Vern for the light resist yet again. Deuce will now use her unlocked better mitigation with Dissonant Cadenza, and we're going to reapply Symphony and Warrior's Rhapsody. Locke will now do his unlocked double Mirage with Deal Energy, and then we're going to re-unlock it yet again with Steal Energy. Let's see here. Zahn will keep refilling his LB gauge, and then we're going to also do the Machine Killer buff. It is a 5-turn buff, right? On himself. It is. Okay, yeah. And then Hyo will do his field. Let's see. Blazing Brand and Infarega on the party. We're not getting Dispelled anymore. Okay, so the boss is going to dispel himself this turn. That's not a problem. Okay, so now we're going to use Hyo to do his base form LB. That will break the boss and give a 150 fire in peril. Genesis will do his SLB for the sword in peril. Vern will do his base form LB for the rod in peril. Turn 3, we're going to use Zahn to give himself a 100% fire amplify from the vision card, because no one else can amplify fire in the party. Locke will do Mirage. We'll do Phoenix Ray for the Imperil, which we don't actually need, but whatever. And then Steal Energy to unlock his Mirage again. And then Deuce will do her SLB. If your Deuce is only EX2, you can do her buffs on this turn and SLB next turn. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so some more attacks on the party. We're immune from the light resist, and then we're miraging the physical. Alright, let's get set up for killing next turn. So Genesis will do Amplify, LB Fill, and then Preface. Vern will do Elemental Fire, Fill LB, and Sun Will Be Mine. Locke will do Mirage for the party, 150 Amplify, and Modifier Buff with Rachel's Last Words. Hyo will do Ultimate Flame, Refined Stance. That does fill the LB, right? Sure does. And then nothing else really matters. It's a 5-turn field, right? It sure is. I mean, we'll do it again because who cares? Let's see. Deuce will do... We're going to swap to the Amplify field with her. We're going to reapply Mitigation and Mitigation. And then Zahn will do, let's see, we're going to do the big weapon in peril, modifier buff, and then we're going to share everything with projected mirror. Okay. So we're going to take some damage this turn. It shouldn't be that much. We've got mitigation from Deuce and all that. Should be fine. Yeah, minimal damage. Okay, it is time to kill. So Genesis will do his Meteor skill. Locke will SLB. Vern will do the shifted LB. Hayo will do the shifted LB. We'll do the regular LB on Zahn. Doesn't have the SLB yet. And then Deuce will do just triple bolting to chain with our Vern. So we're going to go ahead and send all these. Wait. Send Genesis. And we should hopefully deal the damage cap. Let's see. So we need 24.5 billion. And we did, with a fire party, no NV plus units, we did 25.7. Like I said, we needed 24.5. So we did about 1 billion more, but it was not very overkill. Yeah, fire's falling really far behind because we don't have a fire leader and we don't have a fire field. A good one, that is. You know, Hayo is the best fire leader at 600, and then the best field is like either 40 or 35, depending who we're using. Thankfully, that changes in the future when we start getting the real fire units coming later. Anyway, Genesis, you know, of course, is the best fire unit. Vern did 4. Locke did 4.6. Hayo 6.6. Hayo is using the dagger, and I'll show you in a second. And then Zahn 1.8. EX0 Zahn, unfortunately. But there you go. There you go. So let me go ahead and show you the team that we're using. As far as Espers go, Reaper and Machine are currently the only two Overkillers that are not available on Global yet, so there is no Overkiller Esper. Just make sure no one's in the negative for light resist, and we're using Alexander on Vern for the light buffing. So let me show you the gear. So Genesis using a Dark Vision Sword. The whole party has 30 or better light resist. Also, the whole party is status immune. We are not using any kind of status immune buff. Therefore, we're all using immunity from gear. So there you go. Thankfully, Genesis caps Machine Killer very, very easily. Vern in the base form, just a lot of bulks. We take less damage. Status immunity, some light resist. There it is. Nothing special. And then in shift form, he is using, you know, Dark Vision's Rod and all that kind of fun stuff. So there we go. Deuce, not too important right here, just, you know, mitigation, other than that, whatever. But we are using the Elespirus card so that we auto-cast machine mitigation for the party to take less damage. Might not be required, but it helps. Phantom Thief Zahn, dual-wielding daggers. Mine's only EX0, therefore I don't have his STMR. You know, I could Moogle it early, but I'm not going to. But there we go. Maxed out Machine Killer, his own TMR, and we gave him the Amplify card to get a Fire Amp on himself. Then Hayo in the base form, kind of whatever. You know, just mitigation, buffing, etc. Shift form is using... I went ahead and got the two-handed Dark Vision's dagger to take advantage of the 50% Zahn weapon in peril. So there you go. So he's wearing his own TMR in order to deal with that. And honestly, is he... I just realized that made his Machine Killer lower. Damn it. I forgot that his fist has Machine Killer. I could have easily fixed that. I could have just swapped this for a machine... Damn it! So Hayo should have done a little bit more damage. I messed up there. And then he's using his own card. Whoops. It just clicked in my mind that his fist had Machine Killer on it. And he was damn it. Okay, anyway. Locke is using daggers as well. Maxed on Machine Killer. And there we go. I don't have a turn chart for this one, so I just kind of did it on the fly. It's not too complicated. Just, you know, set up your buffs and then do your burst at the end. So there, yeah. When I start going through like lots and lots of parties, making a turn chart for every single one is a little bit of a headache. So I didn't make one. Hopefully you can just follow the video along. But there you go. See you in a bit.